I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the New England Patriots. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go. Set up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a toss play. This is White. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll run with White. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this one. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Brady now on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Brady again. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, and he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start things on first with Troy Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
18. 4 down. Check 22. 18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
50. 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Run the ball after it.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
180!
Now Trubisky on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
4 down, check, 4 down. Hands up. Check. Move.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, we got 18. Hey, 18. Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And his pass incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for New England. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's White. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Brady going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Trubisky to throw again. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Able to slither by. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
20.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. He knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let him know. 180. Man, touch. Check back 21. Wildville.
On third down, Trubisky. Then he hits his man, Matthews. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Trubisky now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
Right. 180. Switch. We're go. Let's go. 53's the red, up.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now White. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Up! 180! Bring it!
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They go play action with Trubisky. Pass incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set up! 180! Watch 80. Watch 80. Red, up! Slam! Red, up!
Trubisky will throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Red, up! Red, up!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
We go.
On second down, Hill. He gets away from 1. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Wait, 20! 20!
Now a carry for White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Stop! 180! 552, 552. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They go with Howard again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll give to Howard. And now running right through it. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Bears on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. One last shot for Trubisky. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a